Hello, friends and community. Welcome to Jay's What's Up community Facebook page, and I am Jay, and I'm so excited about our interview today. So, you know, in the world of dance, we know that there are many genres out there. But have you ever looked at the Middle East and asked yourself, you know what about belly dancing? That is pretty exciting, and I'm sure you've watched movies, like even Indiana Jones, right, where they look at this ancient traditional form, right, and they showcase it. And when we watch it, belly dancing is mesmerizing. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful form. It's sultry, mm-hmm. right? The outfits are sexy, mm-hmm. right? And they're gorgeous, right? Mm-hmm. So in today's interview, I am doing Ishra Blanco, yes, who is the owner of Invoketress mm-hmm. Dance. And she works out of the Guelph area, and I am so excited to have you today, right? And I know that with Ishra, her passion is that it flows from her, right? Your form actually flows from you to out, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. And you like to empower women. Absolutely. You like to help women so they feel comfortable, you know what, in their own bodies, right? Because I can, you know, I'm sure that's quite an interesting form right there, right? And to really make them feel, you know, back to their feminine roots. Really to think about, you know what, their strength from within, their beauty from within, and then to help and see other women probably do the same, I'm guessing.
Absolutely.
Yes. Perfect. So again, my name is Jay, and for those who don't know me, I'm the owner of H2O Works Canada, where client care is water rehabilitation in a pool setting. This is one of my Facebook community pages, and what I decided was that I really like collaboration, and so I think it becomes important that we can showcase more businesses, women entrepreneurs, areas of interest, just get it out to the community, because I think that's important. So really I can help influence their reach, their brand on social media, right, through collaboration. So hashtag collaboration is cool. Okay, so I would like to introduce now Ishra. So again, thank you very much for being here with me today. I'm so excited. Ishra, I'm going to read this because she has many, many accolades, okay? And you can find them on her Facebook page, okay? And everything's going to be posted at the end. So really, it shows that you are a North American performer, mm-hmm. right, which is cool. And you began, I guess your beginning started in 1994. You've done work in Toronto with the Arabesque. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, dance community, and also too in BC with the Entrance Dance Collaborative.
Yes,
over
Entrance Dance Collaborative.
Thank you so much. She has to help me here. You were also a runner-up in 2014 for the inaugural Star Belly Dance in Canada. Yeah. You were also on, that's cool, I might say, so congratulations.
Thank you.
You were also on the panel for the International Belly Dance Conference of Canada, so she obviously knows her stuff. Just saying, if you're on a panel, you got to know your stuff. You've been in first place several times in competitions. Mm-hmm. I know you've done collaborations here in Guelph, both with your shows and with the River Run.
Yes.
Which is awesome. You've been in music videos, you've been in Belly Dancing magazine. She's an author, right, of a kid's book, and I love this title. It says, "My Mom Has a Dancing Belly." I thought that was so cool. And you're very well versed in many other styles of dance. So you've got ballet, jazz, Latin, Bollywood, hula, hip hop. There's lots, and you have disciplines outside of that in terms of like yoga. I think I saw Tai Chi, things of that nature, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's what we do.
Love movement.
Obviously it shows. So before we get started, I would love to know, you have so many disciplines, which is pretty amazing, right? What drew you into the world of dance and belly dance? And let everyone know, me a little bit about you.
Yes. Well, I begged my parents for dance classes when I was 6, and they refused. They got me piano lessons instead. Mm-hmm. So as far as being a dancer as my profession, I got a pretty late start. It was 19, and that was through the theater acting program at York University. So even then it was movement and it wasn't dance. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until I was out of that and I was looking for something to keep my sanity, because I had just had my baby, my first child, and I was living in Toronto and looking for something to keep me going and keep me motivated. So I turned on the TV and there was a documentary on belly dance. that I got through my rabbit ears at the time that's dating me. And it was a documentary on Rula Saeed, who is in Toronto, and I just fell in love. It was so beautiful and sensual and femininely strong and powerful that I fell in love with it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And so you've been doing it for a few years, only a few, no kidding, she was 19, just saying.
Yeah, about 25 years now is the age of my daughter, so as long as she is old.
That's awesome. That's
I've
excellent.
been dancing, yes.
Well, thank you very much. Also, too, you know what? Belly dancing, as I said, and I'm sure there's a lot of women who look at it and go, that is awesome, but I don't know about me. So they might be, you know, a wee bit or a tad not sure. So what would you say to women in a situation like that?
I would say try it. Absolutely try it. So I have students, quite literally, the youngest that I teach is 16 and the oldest one I teach right now is 76, and they're in the same class.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it is a dance that is for all women or men to express their femininity. So as long as you want to come to class and learn about expressing your femininity, then this is for you. So it is open to all ages of women, shapes of women, walks of life, and it's a huge community builder, and it is really great to get to know all the other women and people in the class and learn how to support each other. And it's also a low impact dance. So it can be done by different ages. And then people of different ages have different skill sets that they're looking to improve. Like a lot of my older ones are looking to improve their balance and to keep moving. Whereas some women who have never danced before, I have quite a number of women that join my dance class that have never danced before, and they're middle-aged. So it increases their grace and their coordination. And then I have dancers that have danced all their lives since they were 3, and then they're looking to learn how to isolate their body, because it is a very different dance form than any other dance form out there, because it's more internal and a lot of learning how to move from a very quiet, centered place.
Yes, and I'm really glad you brought that up, because you said it's what do you call it? Segregated, integrated. You have to isolate a specific, a specific thing. And I think most of us are not familiar with that. So it's great to learn, right? I have a martial arts background, and because we lock ourselves into a position, one of the greatest things we need to do is like do salsa. But I saw your belly dancing, because you have to, learn how to do that. So you know what? Try it. I think it'd be amazing, right? Ladies, we should all get together and try it. So I know with the name too, Invoketress, where did that come from? Does that have like a special meaning?
Yes, I actually made that one up myself, and I put a lot of thought into names. So even when, like even my student showcase that's coming up, or the show that I run at the River Run Center, the Mosaic, we often base those dances on different archetypes, goddesses, and a lot of great, strong imagery, legends, myths, historical figures. So I actually put a lot of thought into names.
Yes.
And Invoketress, or the word invoke, really hit home with me, because we invoke these things. We invoke who we are trying to portray, or what we're trying to portray, and really embody that and bring it to life. So Invoketress and tress.
Right.
That feminine energy, or that feminine ending of that word, I thought was a nice
excellent, touch. Right? No, it's beautiful, and which goes very well with obviously your form and what you're doing. So, yeah, thank you very much for sharing. And I also know too, with the summer coming, right? You have dance all throughout the year, and we're entering into summer. And on your website, I noticed that you had 4-week intensive courses. It's some of them, and I love the names of these because they look so interesting. One is the Intro to Arabic folklore, rhythms and moves. You've got continuous fluid flow and fusion fit specialty classes. Now, can you explain more about maybe those or other classes and what you can offer to everybody?
Sure. So during the year, September to June, I offer 8 different classes, 8 to 9 different classes. And then in the summertime, I offer these intensives, which I do 1 day a week. And the intro to Arabic folklore rhythms and moves, that is to help people gain a deeper understanding of the cultural background of the dance form, the rhythms, the movements. I actually started studying Arabic drumming before I started dancing, with Dr. George Sawa in Toronto, who is an awesome person. And so then that's what I'll be covering in that 1 hour once weekly for 4 weeks. And then the continuous fluid flow is more for it's nice if you have some belly dance experience under your belt, because this one is going deep into the body and trying to work out the glitches and trying to find the movement and flow through it. So then that I have different concepts and different things to try in order to get your body flowing and ebb and flow and layering and a lot of interesting...
Which you would need to do, I would think, especially with that form. You have to teach everything, as you say, right? We just how to connect everything. That's cool.
And
Keep going.
The intensives are very intense, so
hence the word.
Yes, exactly. And then the fusion fit specialty classes, so that is very different than my belly dance classes. Those are cardio dance fitness. And for the fusion fit, I do 4 different kinds. So I'm doing Dance Hall Divas the first week in July.
I love it.
Kehlani Fitness, which I am a certified instructor of that. So that is Polynesian, Hawaiian-based dance movement. And swirling skirt, so that's a combination of like circle dances and Spanish dance and some Celtic dance as well, and retro, good old fun retro cheese, which I also love as well. So it's it allows me to put the number because I've studied quite a number of different dance forms, so it allows me to put them in one place, and you sweat for a whole hour and have fun.
That's good. And you do a lot of choreography too, right?
Yes.
So I can imagine that also fits in everything.
Yes.
What you're doing, because you see that eye, you see it from that eye as well, right? And it's nice to hear that we have the beginners, and we have for the advanced. So you've got, obviously, you cover everything under that umbrella.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Okay, we've got to get definitely a tribe of ladies together, right? Now, the outfits, I think they are so sexy, right? And where do you get them? Do you, like, what?
Yeah, for me, the costumes and making the costumes are half the fun. So my mom is a seamstress, and she taught me a lot of her skills. And so when I first started, that was our go-to, is you make your own. You had no choice. And then the internet came, and then we were able to start ordering online, which is fabulous. So a lot of the women do order online. But often when they order online, they have to adjust it in some way. And I know a lot of us as well upcycle things. So we'll go to the thrift store. I've done it myself and find a beautiful prom dress and then change it into a belly dance outfit that's already encrusted with crystals.
That's gorgeous. What a great idea.
Yeah. So we've learned to become very creative that way. And it when you put that costume on, you feel a pride in creating it, or even if you bought it, it's like adjusting it so it fits you properly and you feel good moving in it.
It would be a representation of you and the form.
Yes.
So people would, I can see where women would feel, whomever would feel really good.
Yes.
In terms of that. Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, I like that. I love creativity from that perspective, right? And you also have a dance troupe, which has 10 lovely ladies. I know one was on sabbatical.
Yeah.
Right? And so for your dance troupe, do you go, like, do people have you, they book you to go to, like, weddings? Do you go out into, showcases? Like, how does that work?
Yes. Actually, weddings, corporate events, private parties. And then with summer coming along, there's summer festivals, which are our favorite. So this year we're at a few with Light of East Ensemble. I'm dancing at what's that one? It's Sunfest in London. And then we have Pirate Fest, which is in Guelph. Yeah, that's so much fun.
What is that? Is that in June, July kind of?
The long weekend in August.
Okay.
And that's at Marden Park. Yeah,
Good to know.
If you search Pirate Fest Guelph, it'll show up on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of fun for the kids during the day.
Sure.
And then Saturday they have the Captain's Keg, which is where we dance and
That's
have a lot of
fun.
fun. Put on quite literally a different hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love creating fantasy pieces as well. Like we've been mermaids, we've been warriors, we've been like I said, a lot of different inspirations we gather our pieces from. So
Good.
yeah.
Do you also showcase here at the one in August? Maybe the Multicultural Festival is passed already.
Yeah, and we would dance there.
Okay, super.
Yeah, with Light of East.
Good.
Yep.
That's fantastic. So, folks, make sure you check it out because we also want to check that out as well. And I know you have 2 locations that you have your dance classes out of, right? The Flying Dance Company, and the second one is
Formerly Affinity Dance, and they just changed owners.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the new studio is called, but I have
we
got
can
the
mark it down.
go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
and that
Yeah.
is on the west end, just west of the Hanlon and Speedvale there.
Okay, excellent. And so the classes, once it says I'm at this location, that's where everybody would be. They would just meet for those 4 weeks. That's where it is.
Yes.
Keeping it simple. I'm just making that guess.
Yeah.
People like simple, so I'm making that assumption. Yes.
Yeah, and there is like a schedule on my website as well
Okay.
of classes and locations.
And locations. Excellent. Thank you so much. Now, if anybody wants to or is interested in saying, yes, I want to check it out, I'm curious, right? What's the process that they would need to do in order to do that? Come out to a class or whichever.
So first of all, look me up on the internet, on Google, Google Invoketress, or Google Belly Dance Guelph, and you'll find us, Invoketress, and you can click under classes. There's a full schedule there. So right now, if you scroll down, it'll have my intensives and all the write-ups to my intensives.
Good.
And my email address is on there. So
That's how they connect then.
email address is the best way to get a hold of me, and I will hook you up.
Fantastic. And another exciting event that I know is coming up this weekend is you have a fundraiser, and it's really, I guess that is combined with, but it's really the belly blush, right?
Yes,
and that's to showcase your students, to showcase what you do, right? And so tell us more about that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite times of year where I get to watch all of my students shine.
You must
and
be proud.
sparkle. Yeah, I am. And I sit in the second row, not the first row, that's too distracting, but I sit right there in the second row and I cheer them on. So all my 8 different levels of belly dance classes, and this is a piece that they've been working on basically from September to June with lots of technique, lots of drills to back their technique up and back their number that they're doing. And also some duets, some trios, some solos of my students, and a couple guests as well.
Nice,
So
yes.
it is.
Well, it's
absolutely
interesting
wonderful.
because prior to coming on, I mentioned that I had seen your show a couple of years ago, and it is amazing. You really have to go and check it out. It's a lot of energy. It's beautiful. Like I said, everything's there. You have the fundraising piece, which is, not the focus, but it is there.
Oh,
yes?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And where's it located?
At the Guelph Curling Club.
Just north here.
Yeah, just north of where the Walmart is, and then it's on that side of the road going up towards
The left-hand side
the
there.
left-hand
Yes.
side. Yes,
Right. And it starts at what time?
It starts at 7:00.
Okay.
Yeah,
And tickets?
tickets 15 in advance, so you can contact me to hook that up, or 20 at the door. Kids 5 to 15 are $5.
Okay, fantastic. So it
Yes.
starts around 7.
Yes, 7. Doors open at 6:30,
Okay.
and the show starts at 7.
Excellent,
Yes.
right? Well, that's cool. So remember, folks, listen, the Raptors are going to win Thursday night. Saturday night, this is where you're heading, okay? It's only like just a jaunt here. I keep pointing, but you can't see where I'm pointing. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm pointing north, okay? That's where it is. Is there anything else you would like to add or say anything in terms of, what you do or Anything whatsoever.
Quite simply that I love what I do, and I love seeing women transform, because they really do transform in this dance form. And it is so lovely to see them heal, and it is so lovely to see them learn to really accept themselves and each other, and see beauty in so many different forms.
Thank you. That's excellent. And you know what? Please comment, like, and share. Give Ishra maybe a heart or two, because you know what? Sharing is caring. That's what we like to do. We also want to do a quick shout out to Minerva. Hi, Minerva. Right? Because really, through this 2 degrees of separation, that's how we connected, which is pretty exciting. So
Hi, Ed.
yeah, and hi, Ed. Shoot, that's what I'll be seeing you probably tomorrow, right? So again, you know what? Tag, like, comment. Please, showcase this out, because that's what the whole purpose of this, right, is to collaborate. Have people of interest go and check it out. Okay, I will put all the information. I'll put your website on with this particular video. If you have questions, you can either ask there or go direct, right? Because you'll still get the answer, right? Just want to say that. If again, life is good. So thank you so much for popping in today, folks. Appreciate it, and have an awesome day. Okay, right? Thanks. Remember, hashtag collaboration is cool. Hashtag belly dancing and hashtag Invoketress. Okay. Thank you. Cheers.